Hey y'all, it's your girl T. I'm back with another video. In today's video, we are going to be trying our hand at a blanket. I don't know. So we're gonna see how this come out. So back in the day, okay, I used to sew a little bit, okay, and that was right around the time that um COVID was happening. I was making a lot of masks. I was trying my hand at different sewing techniques. Okay. So I succeeded. Let's see what I remember. Because y'all, I'm really just getting back into the crafting game. I kid you not. Okay. So before we jump into today's video, if you are new here, thank you for stopping by my channel. Please consider smashing that subscribe button, crushing that like button, sharing out the video, leaving me a comment, as I do love to interact with you all. For my returning subscribers, welcome back, fam. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now let go. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Okay, let me find something else to kind of put over this jean jacket right here, because this little stuff right here is really messy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to make this screen bigger because y'all don't need to see me. Okay, so wait, what are we doing here? Okay, there we go. So this is the fabric that I have. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys. As you can see, this is kind of not that hard to tell, but this is your top side. Okay, and this is your back side. Sometimes, depending on the fabric that you have, this can be a little difficult to tell. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I had this cut at, it's supposed to be a yard, y'all. Okay, it's supposed to be a yard. And I'm just going to try and make this into a little throw blanket. Now, keep in mind that I don't have very much space up here at all. Okay, don't have very much space up here at all, but we are going to try our best. What I actually would like to do is, because I want you guys to get like the full, I want you guys to kind of get the idea of being able to see it completed. All right, we're gonna roll with it, okay? And we're gonna see what we get. We're gonna see what we get. So the first thing that I remember, okay, y'all. The first thing that I remember, and this is scary, okay? This is scary. So you can sew this you can sew this by hand, but I'm going to use my sewing machine once I match everything up, okay? So from what I remember, you want to sew the two sides together, okay? You want to sew the two sides together, the two right sides. So this piece right here is just like a piece of, it's supposed to be faux, okay? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match this up, okay? You want the pretty sides to be together, okay? Pretty sides together. And the reason you want the pretty sides together is because you are going to sew those together, and then you need to leave you a gap, okay? You need to leave you a gap. Y'all, this is nowhere near she did not cut this like nowhere near right, okay? So I'm going to work this to the best of my ability to line this up, and whatever we have extra, we just going to cut off, okay? We're going to cut off because I ain't got time to be. Now, what you could do, let me see, let me get an angle where y'all could see. So say, you only had this as a piece of fabric that you was gonna sew to make a blanket. I have seen where folks would take this and fold it down about 5/8 of an inch, and then they would sew it, and then they put some other type of border, but we ain't doing all that, okay? We just trying to make us a basic blanket. And not even a blanket, like a throw. Okay. This definitely... Y'all, I promise y'all this is not even. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little clips. Okay. You can clip this. You can, what's the other little things? You can get some stick pins. You can do all of the things. Okay. Just do what works for you. I got these little Quilter's Perfect kelp, 10-4 Good Buddies here. These shindigs here. That's what I have. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to line this up. Okay. It's going to take me a minute to line this up. So once I get it lined up, I'll come back and show you what we have. Okay. Okay, y'all. So actually, I just decided I'm going to do everything on camera just in case somebody really wants to try this. And all of the things, just so you'll know how to do it. Okay. Let me turn this sort of like that so you can see. So all I'm doing is trying to line this up to the best of my ability. That's all I'm doing right now. Trying to line this up to the best of my ability. Sometimes I can do okay without pinning. So what I might do is find like the one side. You know what I mean? Find the one side and even it up. Now with having like white and stuff like that, and this hitting the floor, you kind of want to make sure that you have your craft room floor pretty good. Yeah, y'all. I promise y'all, this is just not, this is cut real bad. It's no way like remotely. But like I said, we're going to do what we can. And actually, let's see, I might, this is just so long to be trying to, you know what I'm saying? And then I need to put some white thread. Okay. This is so uneven, y'all. All right, so what we're gonna have to do is we're playing Russian roulette. Okay, you could use this mat right here and try your best to even this up. You could. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is where we have, so it looks like we're gonna be able to cut off a lot. Okay, we're gonna be able to cut off a lot. Now I'm going to sit this right here. Let me go ahead and pull our sewing machine up. I'm going to pull our sewing machine up. I'm going to change this thread. I'm definitely going to change this thread, okay? Because this is embroidery thread. And I have some sewing thread. I mean, even though I could use this, now you can use embroidery thread on a sewing machine, but you may not use sewing thread on an embroidery machine. Did y'all catch that? Hopefully you caught that, okay? All right, y'all. Sorry, I had to step across the hall for just a second and get this little sewing doohickey thing here, okay? All right. So, but again, hopefully you guys caught that. You can use embroidery thread in a sewing machine, but you may not use sewing thread in an embroidery machine. Okay. And I forgot which one of my OGs taught me that, but one of my OGs out here in the community, it might have been Miss Chris, but I don't really remember who it was. But I just want you to know, whoever taught me that, just know that I am taking notes, okay? Because the worst thing you could do, I don't even know how this little connection here go, but the worst thing you could do is somebody is taking out their time to help you. I don't even know how that go, but whatever. Somebody's taking out their valuable time out of their day to help you. The least you could do is write it down somewhere where you are going to remember it. Okay, write it down somewhere where you are going to remember it, because let's see here. You know, why folks don't mind helping you, at least me anyway. Oh snap, I want you to remember, at least remember what you was taught, because repeating the same thing, that's gonna get old. Now if you wrote it down and you just don't understand it, that's something different. But to keep asking something because you didn't write it down and things of that nature, that would annoy me. So I do my due diligence to try and write things down. If it's something that I think I'm going to remember, then I don't bother writing it down. Let me turn this on so maybe the light can help me some. Oh wait, this ain't even plugged up, is it? And it ain't. I'm like, why is it not coming on? Oh, because it ain't plugged up. All right, there we go. And there is no automatic needle threader on this machine right here. You are the needle threader, okay? You're the needle threader. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna thread this right quick, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all. So, when I say this is like severely not remotely even cut right, I kid you not. So what I'm thinking about doing is like really shortening, but I don't want this. I want it to kind of be its length. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start in this corner, and I'm gonna go all the way down. Okay, I'm gonna start in this corner. I'm gonna go all the way down. Whatever is extra on the sides, I am going to go through and I'm just going to cut that off outside of, away from the stitching, because this is too much to even like, I don't even know where to begin to start how she jacked this up. Okay. So Hobby Lobby needs to get them some new cutters. So let's bring our foot around. And I'm just using a basic sewing machine. I'm not pulling out any of the other ones. Although I wish, no, that's too much work. I'm not pulling out the table, and that's just too much work. So we're going to see what we come up with here. Okay. And I'm going to try, y'all. I'm definitely going to try. Actually, let's start it this way. Let's do it this way, because I do got a little bit more control on this side from where I started trying to even it up. So maybe this might work better. But nevertheless, y'all see that? So nevertheless, you want to make sure, because the more, I did try to cut like a piece, but it's too much work. Okay, so here we go. You want to try to put this corner to corner. Remember, you want both of the pretty sides together, okay? You want both of the pretty sides together. And I am going to do my best. This is terrible, okay? Y'all, no, let me follow my mind. All right, we're going to cut these down. And what we're going to do is we're going to make these like a infant blanket, okay? That's what I'm going to do because I can't be dealing with nothing uneven. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this mat, and y'all can see it on the mat, okay? So I'm going to cut it off like so. And I will be calling back to Hobby Lobby tomorrow and letting them know about this uneven tomfoolery here, okay? So let's see. I'm trying to figure out where the end of the mat at. So the end of the mat is like about right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the rotary blade. And I know y'all can't see over there, but I'm just using my rotary blade, and I'm going to come down like so, okay? Then what I'm going to do, that didn't cut all the way through right there, so I'm just going to snip that little piece right there. Let me kind of show y'all what I'm doing. So I use the rotary blade this far. So far, all is well, okay? So now I'm just going to pull this up, and we're going to go down the rest of the way, okay? We can go down the rest of the way on cutting this off, and we're going to use the rotary blade. And this right here probably is a way better cut than she cut this in Hobby Lobby. I promise you. And all I'm doing is just literally following that line that I originally started. Okay? So we're going to have us like a small, we'll make, 2 smaller blankets, and we'll give these away to somebody with babies, okay? Or who knows? I may give them to my doggies. All right, so this is what we have now. This is the size blanket that we're going to work with. And what I'm now going to do is I'm going to take that other piece of Sherpa. Okay? And this is what y'all have to understand. Now, if I pulled out the sewing table and all of those other shenanigans, it would be okay to finagle and be able to even stuff up. But yeah, about that, so much stuff is on it, and yeah, it's just it's too much. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start clipping this part, and all I'm doing is making sure that it is even before I cut it off, okay? Making sure it is even before I cut it off. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this part back. And I know this is hard for y'all to see, but that's why I'm telling you what I'm doing. Because, my camera in here is, y'all can see. Okay. So as you see, all I'm doing is I'm finding where that edge was. And it is right here like so. So I'm going to clip this together, y'all. I'm going to clip this together. And the reason I'm clipping it together is because this is where I'm going to cut the other half of the fabric off, okay? But this time I'm going to use the scissors, because if I use the rotary blade, that is going to cut through this whole other side, and we don't need none of those shenanigans, okay? We don't need none of those shenanigans. And I'm just trying to follow this line right here, ensuring, or trying to ensure, because I'm not I'm not really, and I know it's some OGs out there that's gonna get me, because they're gonna say, you know, they're gonna give me the better way that I could have done this. But OGs, just know your girl is doing the best that she knows how, okay? I'm doing best that I know how. And that is sort of, kind of, I know that probably cut a little uneven too. Okay, so there we go right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find the bottom, which is about right here. Oh, so I wasn't doing too bad. I was on the way to recovery. I guess that's what you call it. Okay, y'all. And you just want to kind of cut this right here straight across, making sure that you're holding it out and that you are not cutting the fabric up under it, okay? Because that would be a bad deal. All right, so that's the best I got with that. Okay, now it probably still ain't. Let's see how bad did I do. Okay, not too bad, not too bad, not too terribly bad. Okay, but what I do want to do is, okay. So we know that we have a lot up here on this side, which I'm not surprised at all. So we're going to just try to cut that part off. And we're going to and y'all know I don't edit, so I'm letting y'all see the struggle that it's taking me just to get started, okay? I got lint everywhere, all over my shirt, but it's okay, okay? It's okay. I don't know what kind of knockoff Sherpa this is, but all the other Sherpa that I have worked with, I don't remember it being this messy, okay? Now, granted, that was pre-COVID or during COVID. All right. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Just trying my best to even this up. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it as is, and we're going to start sewing because it was already jacked up from the get. So what I could do, even with it like this, I could fold it the 5/8, but I just think, nah, we're going to roll with it like this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to sit this over here. I'm all dusty. Got me looking like a bird. Okay? Got me looking like a bird. It's okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we're going to match up what we got. And we're going to have this side over here that we're going to have to cut off. All right, so remember your two pretty sides are together, okay? Two pretty sides are together. Make sure your foot is up. Make sure that is down. And I'm going to hold this to the best of my ability and work this, y'all. And pretty much all you have to do is hold the material. And the machine is going to, hold on. See right here, we got off track right here. Again, why? Because it's what? Not even. Okay. What is this part right here for? All right, let me cut this off and see what happened. Oh, baby, that was sewing in that. Period. Okay. Oh no, it started off real good. It was sewing in it. So then we got off track like right about here. Okay. Got off track right about in here. So let's see if we can, this is why it is so important for your fabric to be even. This is why it's so important for your fabric to be even. And as we saw, that fabric, whew. Okay, and I'm just trying to, hold on, y'all. This is so annoying. I'm definitely going to be complaining tomorrow because I told this girl when she did this, make sure that the fabric itself is even. And even with me trying to cut it to make it even, that did us no justice. But I want to say, I don't know how well you can see that. We are off to a good start, okay? Can y'all see that? Let's see. Y'all see the seam right there? So we're off to a good start. I just really need to line it up. And remember, you want the pretty sides together. Now they do make some kind of ribbon or something like that that you could go and sew around the edges of this and all of the other things. All right, so here we go, y'all. We're going to try to go back at this again. But this is really making me mad because, you know, you pay so much money for, and because this is the way I usually do it, and I don't be having no problems. I don't be pinned down or none of that good stuff. But we're going to work with what we got, and we're going to see how this turn out. And hopefully this works for us. I probably should have used a zigzag stitch, but I didn't. I used a straight stitch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it go all the way to the edge. And then I'm going to cut it. Okay, so now I'm going to raise this foot. And I'm going to raise this. Oh, my Lord. Child. It wasn't sewing at all. Why the thread out? Why is the thread out, y'all? Okay. Let's go back and rethread our needle because apparently we done got lost in translation somewhere. Alright, so I'm going to cut this from right here. And I'm going to have to figure out hold on, y'all. Okay. Let's try this again. Y'all, these are pure shenanigans, okay? Pure shenanigans. Okay, and then you're going to bring this down. This is one. And one thing about all the brother machines, well, at least all the ones that I have, should I say, it looks like they pretty much follow the general same pattern of threading them. Even the serger to a certain degree. Once you learn how to thread that serger, boy. Whew. Now, I will say this thread here, this sewing thread, it is a lot harder to me because it's so much thicker, it seems like, than embroidery thread. Sweet baby Jesus. All right, let's see if I can get Miss Chris Trick to work. Putting a piece of and look at that, her trick worked, y'all. This is what I'm saying. Listen to these OGs. Because they know what they're talking about. Okay. All right. So I'm going to line my needle back up in the middle. Okay. And we're going to try this shenanigans of what? Again. Okay. We're going to try the shenanigans again. Because we didn't get nothing threaded right there. At all. Period. Nothing. I mean, nothing sewed. Or did we? Oh, I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. Thought we done sewed something together on the wrong side. Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go. Again. This is so annoying that I'm having to deal with this like this. Was it really that hard to cut it like I asked her to cut it? But then again, she did say, this ain't my department. They just told me to use a ruler. Oh. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Here we go. Again. Here we go. Again. Okay. And I'm going to try this again. What I want to do is I want to make sure. So I'm going to pull, not pull, but I'm just trying to hold it for the most part to make sure that, and let me put a zigzag stitch in this. Let me go ahead and put like a, no, I want a straight stitch in this. I don't want a zigzag stitch. That'll be okay. All right. And I'm going to hold it like so. And I don't know. I stopped because it looked like it was trying to go a little off track, but you know, we're gonna okay, yeah. All right, so we're gonna raise up the presser foot and where's our scissors? Okay, so we're still doing pretty good. Okay, so I just gotta pick back up right where I was. So once you get a method to your madness, okay, a method to your madness, maybe let's see where it stops stitching at, right about there. So just to make sure, I'm gonna start it about right here. Okay. Y'all, if this blanket come out remotely looking like anything, I'm gonna be shocked. So far, we're still hanging in there. I'm just trying to guide it to the best of my ability. And then where it stops at is where I'm going to start trying to go back and recut. So I'm almost at where I need to. All right. So, oh, Jesus. So it looks like our thread popped somewhere right here, almost done. So we're getting there. We are getting there. So let's go back. Oh, I see a piece of thread right here. And oh my word. Okay. I'm seeing if I can work this loose. And y'all, this is gonna be a long video, but stick with me till the end of this. Okay, whoop, child. All right, so now that we have our thread back on track, okay, and then keep in mind this is some thick fabric that I'm using also, so really I should have out the industrial sewing machine. I should. So I want you to keep that in mind too, because I don't remember having this many thread break, but then again, you know, I didn't. Okay. And also this is that fake faux leather. I mean fake faux Sherpa, I meant. Okay. they called it like faux something Sherpa. So I knew it wasn't legit when I did it, and I should have known. And all I'm doing is just cutting off those excess threads. Okay, y'all. So let's find out where we went haywire at, which is about right here. We started going south. Okay. We started going south right about here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it a little further up, about right there. Okay. I'm going to put the foot down and I'm going to try and maneuver this bad boy. Okay. Try and maneuver it to the best of our ability. And we're almost there at the end. All right. So what I'm going to do is, we skipped the spot. Okay. We skipped the spot. I skipped a little spot right there. All right. I'll go back and hand do that little spot. But so far, we are trucking really, really good. Okay. So I know that this is a spot that I have to do by hand, or actually I can leave that spot open for our corner. So I'm going to show y'all how much we have off. So y'all see all of this right here on this side right here? All of that could be cut off. Okay? All of that could be cut off. Why? Because and I'm talking about over here, right here, because it doesn't match anything. Okay? It does not match anything. And what I actually want to do, y'all, is I think I'm going to cut this right here. Yep, I am. I'm going to cut this right here, and we're going to back this up so we can get this side. Yeah, there we go. That's the good thing about sewing, buddy. You can figure out those corners where you are. Okay. And then I'm going to put it like that, but I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to start it like right there, because we don't have much that we need to sew right there. But I'm going to try and bring that bad boy over as closest to the edge as I can. Okay. All right. So we're going to bring this up. Where's our needle? Okay, there we go. We're going to have to rethread our needle. But, oh man. Oh man. So we still have just a little ways on it to go, which is okay. All right, which is okay. So I'll come back around and sew that part, but it's looking good. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and sew the rest of this down, and I will be back. Okay, y'all. So I do want to come back and do a quick update. So how does that look? Wait, no, let me make this one back bigger. And fix this one. Let's turn this down some. Okay, so as y'all can see, we are starting, okay, to look like a blanket, okay? So this is a struggle, but this is a work in progress for me. I don't remember very much of this, but just to show y'all. So we have two sides that are complete. I'm getting ready to sew down the third side and then go around and sew that fourth side. And then we will flip this bad boy on its right side, and then I will sew the top. So I'll be back. I just wanted to check in, but this is a work in progress, okay? Okay, y'all, so I am back, and what I'm doing now is I am working the blanket. You have to leave a corner of it open, right? To leave a corner open, and you just start pulling the blanket. Start pulling the blanket. And what you're going to do in that little tight spot that you left open, you are going to sew that part by hand, okay? Sew that part by hand. And it's going to take a little finagling and maneuvering, but I'm trying not to tear it too much because I don't want to be sewing a lot by hand. Okay? And you just pull, okay? Pull, pull, pull. A little bit at a time, okay? A little bit at a time. And just keep going, keep going. And as you can see, this is going to take some, whoops, see? And you want to be careful because you don't want to be ripping no bigger hole. So I'm just trying to be as gentle as possible. And then eventually it'll get a little easier. It'll just start coming like it is now, okay? It'll start coming out on its own, and you're going to bring up your little corners, okay? All right. And y'all, this, I don't know what to call this. This faux fake feather mess here, I don't like that, okay? I do not like this at all. Okay. So, for the sake of this video, this is not what you would do, okay? This is just what I'm going to do because I don't feel like sewing this by hand. So I'm going to push this down in there as much as I can, okay? As much as I can. And I'm serious about, because this was on like a little rounded corner right here. All right. I do not advise you guys to do this. You should sew it by what? Hand. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. Yep, you should definitely sew it by hand. But this video it's tremendously long. But it's also, oops, it's definitely got some, oh shoot, I done knocked the foot off. Hold on, y'all. Let me put the foot back on. But it definitely has some teachable moments in it if you like literally watch this to the end. I know in the beginning it's a lot of struggle, but I mean, again, if you literally watch this to the end, it's got a whole lot of teachable moments in it, y'all. Okay. Ooh! And I broke the needle. I broke the needle. Okay. Ooh, and that's hot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to this needle because it's so thick. Okay. That's why the needle broke. And then let me make sure that I get this part out. By turning it so that I will know okay. All right, y'all. So we do got that little corner there. So I'll deal with that in a second. So I'm going to show y'all what we got. Looks fairly cute. Y'all, all these dust particles is going to take me out. Okay. So this is what we have. This is the front of our blanket. This is the back of our blanket. So we got a two-sided blanket that took me some finagling, okay? All right, guys. So if you made it this far to the end, I do appreciate you watching. And remember, the last part that I did, you should sew by hand, not using the sewing machine. Okay? So until next time, peace. Stay crafty. I'm your girl T. I'm out. Please don't forget to hit that like button, crush that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, 2/24, we have what? A giveaway. Bye, guys.